हेलो गाइस। आज आ गए। आज वापस अपन बस वॉच पार्टी करेंगे, बाकी कुछ खेलना मिलना तो है नहीं। अगर टाइकून को मिस कर रहे हो तो टाइकून आज नहीं आने वाला, कल आएगा वो। आज अपन बस खेल रहे हैं। आज मैच है एडीजी वर्सेस टीम लिक्विड का, तो उसी को देख रहे हैं। मैप है, कौन सा मैप है? बाइंड। ठीक है।
Well, these players are lining up for it, but again, the trade is online here for GNE. Trek's the last one left. In through showers, and don't exactly know his position, but noted now and cleans up nevertheless. Nobody.
तो पिछला राउंड गया है
Pistol round opening here for EDG, something they needed.
एडीजी को।
Perfectly played from GNE. The salvos were a little late, but that's because he was taking these duels and winning them. Even though he's lit up by a haunt.
इनकी पिस्तौल अपने वैंडल चलती है सीधा हेड पे हेड।
Aggressive players down, putting a halt on Natslo through lamps too. Very good day for him overall. Yes, he wasn't, lighting the world on fire with Wayland and Abyss, but that was faulty. So think back of what he was doing on Breach, and now coming out here in round 1 on Tejo. This is a win condition for EDG, getting a rookie player online.
It will go to up.
One who wasn't involved in lifting that Champs Trophy in 2024.
Might be taken out for the showers as well. Broken. Hanging on with the rifle. He's invested into this one here. Could be swiftly overwhelmed. Goes for the flash and the peek into it, and there it is with the sheriffs and the classic. So all it takes to dismantle and crumble. Entire hole they have going for them. He pushed past that one as a timing taken as that Utah's flying forwards. That's then loops down in towards the spawn. Just like that. Flipped on its head. EDG. All those advantages.
एक मैच दोनों ने जीत लिया है, एडीजी ने और टीम लिक्विड ने। ये फाइनल है जो जीता हुआ।
He was working off the fact that two players had already fallen over towards showers. I mean, those are the kind of plays that I think coaches will be really angry about, because you're taking an aggressive fight that you really don't need to at short range against pistols, and just believing that all three players are going to be caught by a flash. You don't even know really how many players are there. It's impossible. On a eco round like this, you could walk into like 5 of them, and nobody is seeing them.
ओह, eco round भी जीती टीम लिक्विड ने।
He might go down to the spike, but running backwards, trying to save that.
Decided it. It's coming in R. He's saving it.
He's saving it, and also so is Chichu.
This is going the wrong way. It's a bit too slapped together, really. Feel concrete. You feel just a one flash to try and set yourself up.
Holy shit!
Rifle donated, and we know how that went down. 1-1. EDG still losing. The opening advantage. Might see a quick fight be taken as well down short. It's 4 players grouped up. EDG nice out for now. A power forwards and a flash against it. Team looked to get caught.
Oh, Jumpy didn't actually see anything there. So Kankan went for a jump, then TP'd out. I think he told the rest of his team that there was nobody in that area of the map, so they make a full rotate over to B, just as the rest of Team Liquid calls reinforcements back in their direction.
अच्छा, इनको पागल।
Head on a swivel.
Now looking for the right target here, but Carol's going to be shutting them down momentarily. Passes forwards again to spot some signs of life. The back of the
इसको दिखा ना वाइपर को।
to the committal now.
ओह,
Dropping down as the game of time has been taken by
Oof.
Smoggy. He's managed to find
Brim.
himself away forward and past it, but again, no anticipating this one.
और इनका
That's
Brim।
barely alive. Instead of potentially by the bullets, and there it is.
तो बोला था इनका Brim।
Smoggy is there to deliver death from above. Forwards again with that chance being saved. Cameron's lucky to be alive, and it's all
1v1
down into a 1v1. Pure mayhem in the final moments here of round 3.
Yoru, the clutch.
Very winnable. The Team Liquid managed to maintain control.
Camo thriving in the chaos of that one, picked out 4 players, and I couldn't tell you how he did it. I mean, we'll see it on the replay, obviously the opener we saw, but he having to run back through and clean up Smoggy, and then just...
और ये मार देता तो।
Picks up Kankan towards the end.
Yeah.
Saves
Okay,
Team
wait,
Liquid.
No, listen to me.
Listen to me. Let's come.
Different IGL, but I'll accept it.
Let's IGL है।
Flash from the horn here, quick take 4 showers. try and grab his holds, but no, they're opting into cows instead. Dimensional drift.
It's an interesting prioritization. Both of those ults are really good on the attack side. I suppose arguably the showstopper might end up getting baited out by somebody like Kang, who can TP away.
Right.
And the info that you get from Kang could be spectacular. People are back from B. But keeping both duelists on the A side.
B पे आवाज आके वापस A पे हर बार last time भी यही होता.
Pushing up. Has that game crash to escape? But if he can catch Camo before the ult's popped, that would be enormous for EDG.
And it's going to be tight onto this one here. So dimensional drift is going to be clear.
Oh, position.
Noted. Smoggy taking a peek. They don't want to really see if they can exit out of this one. Smoggy, blind as anything, doesn't know which way he's looking here. Camo is forwards anyway. Hyper isolated position. Smite was just hoping he could layer it down with the help of Kang, but
that's not the flank, Brett.
That's not the flank from behind again. Jenny's there, trying to make the most of this one. Nobody.
Oh.
Again, these bullets are flying forwards and they're ringing and
That's correct.
Liquids. Running away with it now.
And Nats really is in control. I mean, in both senses. He's doing a great performance on the server, but he's also very much in control of his team. You hear from Nini how he, he's quite active in terms of the mic on corner, for example, when he wants. We even heard of a replay there where he's really focused.
हेड के अलावा कहीं नहीं लगते क्या? बस.
He's still going to be able to read the strats, man.
Good reasons.
I was so controlled that round, actually. The Camo went forwards and was disciplined enough to reconnect with Nats, and they both went out in the smoke together. And then
Hyper को पता चल गया
afterwards.
किससे चल गया.
Really solid. Putting the pressure instantly on EDG feels more like a best than sunset so far.
This is clicking for this team. You're going to see a lot of these slow call into the round, the opening 40 seconds. Looker just poking, prodding. Not going to be playing too fast, just waiting for the gate crash on the opposite side of things to expire.
Now this is a really common play. Liquid ready for it.
Oh well. Clearance forwards as well. A lot of damage so far just from that Takeda's kicking up and Smoggy's there. Kang alongside, he's only got a shorty, and as that curtain of
उसके हाथ में shotgun थी.
Going to be taken out by from that angle. Still, the same can't be said for this one. This
Ooh.
There's been a made. Jenny and nobody
3v1.
combine their might, and they dismantle, they decimate. Team Liquid is up the tracks. Rattle on the bullets, but again that fire goes both ways. And the perfect timing is granted. And
क्या सैंडविच हो गया उधर. वाइपर का स्पीड और Team Liquid.
I think they're realizing now some of the way in which Nats is defaulting around the
Look,
map.
मेरी आवाज आ भी रही है.
Just backfill all of this space. Jenny doing a great job at slowing down everyone on Team Liquid. They just got boxed in. Nats wall became a prison. An enormous mastercard thrifty for EDG to get them back in this game early.
Their fears betray them.
Ults starting to come online here as well. And the op considered for Kang but discarded.
Roughly being thrown all into showers of the VA split of Liquid, and now they're going to be sending it
Oh.
flying forwards as a showstopper.
Ooh.
Nice, straight to the sky, and already Smoggy standing his ground down, trying to pop through that smoke. It's all disjointed from Liquid.
What a reset.
भाई.
Sharp as anything.
Net.
Timing to be taken by Nats. He is again creeping his way into
Net.
backlines. Look for the signs of life, and clearance scored for, already spotting out Jenny's position, and he's not long for the ward. It's a tag into the back.
Net हमेशा position advantage.
Instinctual from him.
He's one away from the pit.
Read it.
Can't let him get to that.
One more kill will do it. He's looking forward. The shower CP. Easy for one. Yeah, a bit of a sense forward still. Minor doesn't go his way, leads down and just treks in that 1v2. Double swing and a fight!
Ooh,
Oh my!
But
So winnable. Barely one out. Nobody left on 8 HP.
By the skin of their teeth.
one
EDG
bullet
with a double swing.
and
Clean up the final player on Liquid and tie up the score.
Oi.
Look at that shutdown on the showstopper from short. A really common play being called by Team Liquid and EDG. Putting the Yoru the furthest forward with their TPs backwards and having 3 players pepper Hiko with bullets. Relief coming out from the EDG coaching staff. Knock the economy down for Liquid, and now Hancock does go for the off.
working for him. Now with the next up.
Oh,
Was able to take that fight as well with peace of mind. Bucky though, forwards again, trying to take that fight. If she chooses there,
oh,
nobody fills
गया
in the
अब तो
gaps.
गया सेव
Presses forward.
सीधे भाग जाओ
Shows
अच्छा
that
सेव
there
भी
is
क्या
no
कर
weakness currently in the
ऑलरेडी
defense.
सेव्ड ही है
More funny business, no more missed opportunities.
They've also been able to get all of these important round wins without having to utilize the defensive ults. And Arsenal are talking about the next rifle round coming up here. They get stuck on a really deep line.
Coordination in the world from the spot.
It's one of those positions that normally you wouldn't be too happy about a player tucking themselves into when they're at such, you know, a 5v2. But it's also just such a weird.
ये
angle.
check
You see there, Paddy doesn't clear it properly because why would there ever be a player there?
Well, the peak is on
Oh.
Trex.
Yeah.
What is it? 35 seconds left. Potentially time to play with.
And here's a bit of a danger because in theory that could give a weapon over, but Paddy sticking with the,
कल नहीं
with
जाएगा
the stinger. Still not too much hope here. Time too low.
Back by Chi-Chu, hanging on the other side of it. Hello in terms of the angle. Crossfire setup as well. Just waits for players to wade right
Oh.
into his crosshair placement. And around
ये
lead
तो
now
कोई
for
नहीं
EDG.
बी पे हो गया था इनका कांड पहले ही
Looking like they're starting to download the bit, and that's wants to play on the attack side.
Oh,
Playing the short defense much more aggressively.
Enemy remaining.
You're going to see Team Liquid's coach has called attack time out here, and I think this is a nice time
चैंपियन
for it.
स्किन
Maybe even the previous round would have been a nice time for it, to be honest, but either way,
Valorant
made the right adaptations, and now they have a huge amount
अच्छा
of
टाइम आउट ले लिया
It's going to be a big uphill battle for Team Liquid to get back into this
टीम लिक्विड टाइम आउट
where they struggled a
तब
little
तक
bit
अपन
against DRX.
देख लेते हैं
Struggled a lot,
कुछ
actually.
देख तो
South
नहीं
East
रहा
DRX couldn't really get their attack flowing.
कि
Racking up, as you were mentioning, on either side. Managed to
At-
still to EDG here. We finally see a map where it's a bit more even between the two sides. Not just one side showing up, the other one not. As was the case, Sunset, Abyss. We're starting to see the best being brought out of both of these teams because disappointing really if it wasn't, I think, as well. Elimination between both these squads.
It's just so many storylines. Obviously, you're looking at EDG and you're thinking, well, if they were to make it through to playoffs, we'd be talking about can they be the first ever team to win the champs back to back? It was an incredibly unlikely story, but one that perhaps we were expecting to get a chance to unfold. And for Liquid, you know, you've got players like Nats seem to be in the hunt for like greatest of all time status if they were able to get a champs trophy under their belt. People like Paditek trying to get a trophy before Heretics, the team that he was subbing with. And one of those threads at least is going to be cut short here.
टेबेक्स
And posted is the operator. Get his chance here with Camo. Brings up onto the line. He's hoping for an overextension.
अब फुल भाई है दोनों के पास
His ultimate performance for EDG.
फिर बी पे उन्होंने कुछ किया ए पे आने
We'll
को
get a little bit more B main info. Back around now with the Prowler. No, actually, using it for
Oh.
showers. So just giving more information for Kamkan to be able to possibly
It's,
set up the start. But you know what's really annoying in his face here?
Certainly is. Fresh on the gate crash. Camo. Flash in his face.
Go.
Away. That's going to give good information as well. One team look at starting to flood their way forwards again. Jenny trying to fill in the pieces and the gaps potentially there. He needs to try and lock down this area. Control. Going to strike towards your back, Jenny. Being met with a masterclass in terms of the Utah, but can't really feeling that pressure in heat. EDG, they turn it up all the way. They're running this one forward with those rifles in hands, looking for a good go of things here. But Camo still left swinging.
ओके
Out to
7
the
HP
side.
अल्टी मारेगा नहीं मारेगा
Spike planted.
क्या हुआ बहुत जल्दी ले कुछ समझ ही नहीं आया
The Prowler just not dissuaded in time. EDG gradually, one round at a time, they're clawing a sizable lead.
Oh, he's drifted towards Camo
It
there.
was. Make it easy for him.
No, much more difficult for him to be able to reset.
ओह
Huge ultimate round. I didn't realize that was a no-scope. That is brutal for Kiko.
ओह
Forced off the line. All of these ults.
सबके सब बह रहते हैं किसी को आवाज
Especially nobody's Fade ultimate.
फेड अल्ट बहुत ज़्यादा खतरनाक है
Even allowed the attacking plant to go down. They didn't use Gianni or Smoggy's ultimate to deny that. And yet we've just cleaned up everyone who was trying to get there through short. economy's worse for Team Liquid. Still have to work the map,
कितना
push
round
people
है ये
back, dodge the operator, and finish with enough time to avoid the plant being denied.
ओ
Bomb bust out.
Slow and steady game here, taking
फिर ए पे जाएगा
before, but you're going to see slow attack rounds trying to bleed out. The gate crash. Surely can stay posted.
क्या
I do like the utilization of Kankan's Yoru up on this map. You're thinking about the other team that runs Teho here. You're looking at Fnatic, right? They tend to run the Rays. They don't hop on defense as much as Kankan is here.
फिर ए पे जाएगा
A real secondary or even primary threat that Team Liquid have to think about.
नहीं ओ यूटिल दल के बी
Only had salvos, both the salvos.
सिर्फ वाइपर ए पे वॉल से कुछ नाटक करने के लिए
They're fighting this short smoke really forwards.
Drifty going to be committed now on the other side of things. Kawa trying to take this one step further. Weaponry's not entirely ideal, but again, he's going to be splitting out the bodies of the players. But here it is. Hammerkin lays it out and it's rolling out the red carpet. Can you withstand it? It's a lot of temperature. It's increased all the way. Alongside that pressure, Chichu not to be removed.
Gap
Same
बना के
with
खेल रहे
Nova.
हैं
They
इसमें
have cemented and carved out a bit of a space to play in. Caliber over the smokes. Safe plan granted. Bit on top of it. This is potentially winnable for Liquid. They're spotting it. A chance potentially forward. Again, that team beat into Hookah. Let's see if they can take these fights forward again. But it goes
Ooh,
going either
buddy.
way.
Alright.
Now, gonna rip to it. Heads up, Mats follows up with a second. And already
ऊपर
it's
ऊपर
dire right now for EDG. Well, they're in a good spot for it. But Team Liquid, as soon as they lay it down that pit,
ओ
prime forward
2v2
still time on their side.
लेकिन
EDG
वाइपर
may
खेलता
go
है
with this
ओ
one here.
दिखा नहीं
Forwards again, trying to dissect that pit up. Stray shots popped off. Kankan trying to play to retake into this with just that operator, but just missing a shot off to the side. Come on!
गया गया अरे
But it leads it down into that 1v2. That's
सेव
another
ओ
time for yeah. It's taken far too far.
कैसे
Shows you the power of the Vipers pit, Bren, because there were a lot of things that went wrong in that round for Team Liquid.
रैंडम
But
शॉट
still,
भी
Nats comes out
सीट
with the Red Bull clutch towards the end. I mean, the opener, Trex actually missed the smokes, so there was a small gap towards the left-hand side here. They get
वापस वाइपर वाइपर का शॉट
Camo hit some great shots though, playing outside the pit. Had a bit of a wiggle, bit of a wobble towards the end. But despite not having the cleanest entry, as soon as
Oh,
that pit
ये
went down,
बहुत-
they were in
बहुत-
control of the site. Both ultimates coming out from Jenny and Smoggy. Overcome.
अरे वो वाइपर का शॉट बताया नहीं वापस
Important one on the board.
रैंडम शॉट
Deal with this op and a short push.
Both sides.
ए पे जाने की कोशिश करेंगे इसलिए स्पाइक बीच में रखा ओ किल मिल गया लेकिन नहीं इक्वल 4v4
Even out 4v4, Mankind
Hmm.
finding the action here.
Oh.
Again, they got bullets raining down on them. Any sort of entry swatted out of the sky. Chico.
पक्का ए पे नहीं मिल गया इनको स्पाइक
Oh, Klaas got a spike out in his lap. It's all on
इनको
Felix.
स्पाइक दिख गया
If there's any chance of a recovery, he would have to play this so intelligently.
लेकिन
Nats has got a no. God, no, he
वाइपर
snaps
का
towards it.
रेड
Anticipation that it could have been that deep push out.
And door opened. Smoggy smoked off now. Nats in control with spike in hand. Has a chance to stabilize.
Liquid, one of the best teams in the world for stabilizing moments like this when they're at a disadvantage. We saw it in the prior round. As they saw all the presence of the bodies, they called for the fast speed up over towards B, and this is no different.
Very safe plan. Have to play on site to defend this.
3v3. Elbow control, top priority for Team Liquid. Make sure to reinforce it with plenty of bodies. Chichu is walking, wading in towards the back of the side,
Oh.
comes down to that first fight, wins it. Paddy, it's gone down and out. Chichu's still there, getting active, but again,
Are
shot
miss.
down, and that's this guy is just unstoppable
Net.
right now.
नेट कुछ
Take him to bind. You're looking at home territory for a player like this, and he has not stepped on
Oh,
once. over the
उसको रेड
It's
था
just impeccable. Don't
लेकिन
slow it down, and not from a miss, and not to now.
स्विंग थोड़ा
That is
रेड तो था
unbelievable.
उसको
That's
Good.
a round that showcases why people are rating Nats as one of the best players in the world. He single-handedly goes and retrieves the spike. Insane flick on
4 किल 4k
and also
नेट
handles every other player that contests in the post plan.
Patrick, I'm so sorry.
If
क्या बोल
this
रहा है
wasn't good enough, he has just given them another in on par. Tying the score up to 5-5. And
Nice
a lot of these
comms.
spots feel like they're EDGs. they feel like they're in control and they require some.
सिर्फ वाइपर की वजह से कितने राउंड जीते हैं लास्ट वाइपर की अल्टी से जीता है ये राउंड वाइपर से हैं वाइपर के बहुत क्लच है नेट्स द गोट
Obviously that operator is expensive to be picking up again and again and EDG just can't afford it anymore. Wild scenes here, but at least we're getting a competitive map.
Yeah, finally.
The map pool itself promised bangers. Sunset at PS5, like towards the top of both teams'
Time
map
out.
pools the whole way through. Work out like that, match 1 and 2.
Lopsided up until now.
So now you get to see true haymakers being thrown from both teams. But come on, Nats kept up that kind of form.
हाय देवश्री
Whereas Kankan's had a rough time. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be making the correlation with him playing Yoru. We're watching him get better and better on Yoru in VCTCN, but he hasn't really shown it in this game.
Fairly near the bottom. At the bottom.
Oh.
Team support that's not broken in time, so two players spotted
भाई
out, including
टाइम पे टिपी मार दे यूरो ने तो फिर
drifted to a different spot.
I do think, though, that the operator generally, the threat of the op has been hard for Liquid to call around. It's not here, though, now.
Walkabouts. So he spotted Kankan was not playing forwards over towards B long. He knows that, okay, well, Shower's pressure is going to be a little bit less.
We're expecting a flash reclear out through a smoke like that, so see how tentative Kiko and Patty are moving up. Yeah, players on A getting posted.
टाइमिंग मैच का ओ
And it pays off for now.
फील्ड वाइपर
Spends himself here into short, still locking down most of the angles as well with that Shower's control. Hard as EDG defense. Deep the smokes as well. Back at the site. Chance of anybody being able to play through and past it, and in fact it gives an open sightline as well. Camo just takes this one up towards bench, and you're seeing already the kills are going to be toppling. EDG, you're going to try and play that plant now. They have the util for it. Smoky's forwards in the smoke. Again, with everybody just being picked apart, pulled to pieces, whittled down till nobody remains. Team Liquid,
They need to plant the spike.
they definitely do with time being short like this. Chichu's got himself one, but there's that trade. Instantaneous and Shorty, at least the judge I should say,
सेव राउंड था
favoured in spots like that. Round lead here for Liquid. They have pulled this one back. Took some heroics to get here.
Patient round as well. Reminiscing
Oh,
of what Nats was calling
ये
at the
तो
very start of this half.
एंट्री में से वाइपर
You can see here that they're much more comfortable contacting onto deeper angles towards short and showers when they know that there's not an op that they're going to be walking into. Now going into this final round,
वाइपर की किल कितने हैं
sure there was any
नेट्स 12
enough
किल
money to even get it into Kankan's hands. They should be able to see the scoreboard and realise that everyone's going to have rifles.
हमको भी सीखने पड़ेगा ऐसे
No issue.
लाइनअप
Early here, EDG with that deep hit down out towards B long, cuts off the one avenue.
And it also cuts off an ult orb that Kiko would have loved. Maybe even Nats or Patty would have loved that too.
Grenade onto either side, not really used in conjunction, but
Doesn't push Kankan away.
still
The gate
good for
crash is
Kankan.
gone.
Yeah, the gate crash gone, and he
हमको पता नहीं ना यूरो इधर है
not on the list.
सिर्फ फेड का पता है
Stuck here, hard committed.
One of the things that was working really well for EDG's defense was finding this short smoke aggro with a crossfire, one on pocket and one on lamps. It doesn't really exist at the moment. Droning out showers, Gianni's going to have to go
Oh,
with the opposite
oh,
view,
oh,
but the same kind of defensive
पकड़े
setup.
गए हैं दो लोग
Broken deep ball.
पर तुमको पता चल ही गया होगा ना ए पे आ रहा है
Of action is happening over towards his A side, calling for a few of these rotations.
यूरो भी आ रहा है फेड भी आ रहा है हाँ
It feels
4v4.
like short when the showstopper comes out for Kiko.
4v4 on ए
Primed, ready, and
EDG
waiting.
have read it.
अल्ट
Battle down and out. EDG have a few bodies here. Small
नहीं
needs to be
नहीं
able to
लगा
even just sidestep most of this. Over a strike, play it down. It's like
Oh.
have to play it without Hawk over VOQ
Oh.
anyway. It's Jenny! Let loose and unleash
क्या
him out of
अल्ट
sight. And Trex, considering a different line and a different avenue.
कहाँ से रिवील किया था
potentially
इसने
for at the
फेड
time,
ने
just
कहीं तो
gets
फेंका
the
था
Final round to play for. You've got to make a go of things, but 6-6 is what it's been drawn to. EDG not finished yet.
कहीं तो फेंका था
From the
ना
caller of EDG there. As soon as they saw Kiko taking that ult orb over towards showers, they knew it was ending over towards A. 4-player stack.
ये पूरा ब्लाइंड
half. Very, very different.
Oh.
This is what we wanted. An even affair between both of these teams. To decide.
अच्छा टीपी का पता था उसको यूरो के.
One step further forward. Champions 2025.
हाफ टाइम है तब तक भी कुछ देख लेते इधर. 6-6 अभी तो क्या इक्वली चल रहा है. मैं पता नहीं अटैकिंग है डिफेंडिंग. Yes, let I will go to him. System design for It's a nice game.
Straight back into it here. The half staring at 6-6 between EDG and Team Liquid. Former champs winner versus the #1 EMEA seed. Either side, couldn't really imagine they'd be in a spot like this to be potentially one of the first teams out at champs.
Half time chila na 50 seconds.
Taking a look at the Coinbase econ report. I mean, one of the players who stands out immediately is Kankan towards the bottom.
तो कौन जीतेगा कौन? क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा? Liquid या EDG?
You could definitely give him a lot of credit for playing well when the pressure's on in this match. He was one of those players in VCTCN who stepped up. He had some good performances towards the end of stage 2. I've been critical of him for disappearing in some of their big pressure games, but doesn't get much more pressure than this. Elimination of champs, and he's doing well.
2.9
That they've
damage.
succeeded on Sunset, and now here doing all right on Bind.
इसमें इसके डैमेज है ना तेव का 1935.
Like I mentioned, on the other side of things,
Liquid, अच्छा. Variety gamer बोल रहा.
combined. So while the off
Liquid पानी बेचता. मैं EDG की तरफ तुम Liquid की तरफ. ठीक है देखते कौन जीतता है Variety gamer.
If EDG want to avoid elimination, have any chance, any at all, of making that dream happen for that.
Come.
Start here. The major hurdles on either
कम
side.
चल नहीं रहा क्या?
Liquid, they want to show up. They want to show their potential.
Oh.
They've hinted that all year long, but already Chichu. First casualty on the side. That is Camo moved on. Taken out. Clean off.
Nets फिर Viper. उठ लग. Oh.
Shredded by the bullets.
With no util.
Lined up straight away.
Oh,
by
oh.
nobody, and already just that sheriff. You can stand your ground as much as you want, but you are going to be overwhelmed.
It goes back to Team Liquid's previous composition, right? Where they ran the gecko in the sky. Of course you can do reclays like that.
अरे
Double flash
ये
reclays
पक्का
with
प्लांटर
Dizzy and
में
the guy
टाइकून
behind
जैसा है.
Just double walking it like that with Paddy and Nats is really risky. And you can see why they had the read. EDG threw Smoggy's molly right at the start of the round, makes it feel like it's a fast B hit. And then when the noise is cut, you're like, all right, well now they're in a 5v4, they're going to be rotating elsewhere.
Viper.
Unfortunately, wrong read. Team Liquid
Viper.
hardcore punished for going for that.
Oh.
Leaving things all in the hands of Trex, who
Viper ही कहते हैं.
big pistol round for Chishu. Puts his team up in the
Good
map,
कहते हैं.
7-6.
Oh. पूरा clean एकदम clean.
Yeah. That's something they've got on display.
Let's go!
And if you think about,
Let's go.
yeah, Brent, if you think about how they lost that previous round, in round 2, it was because they went for a flash clear themselves on defense over towards Showers and took a fight at close range against pistols. So looking for them to take less high risk plays here on the attack side. Or more long range kind of fights.
Disrespect the smoke that's in your face, Prowler.
Oh, पकड़ा गया. पकड़ा.
Walls drop down as well.
Fake teleport.
He is all the way pressed up here. Just without Marshall. Big deadly. taking off around like this. Chi2 looks to contain just the one before the eventual trade. Comes out, doesn't give up a gun though. It's the important element. Trek's even dealt with. Trying to take that timing against him. Nobody now fully committing down to that plant.
Oh, mara.
Still got a
Mara.
run. Snakebite will be
बच गया.
down. Can covers over the shoulder.
Cam.
A lot of damage with regen armor, puts nobody slightly more healthy. Paddy and Kiko both go retaking, sorry, from the same angle.
Looking to get
Oh,
active here.
buddy.
Just a leg shot
Oh.
here, just no scope. Not needed. Can 3Ps, make sure that they can sail away to nice healthy bonus round. Looking forward to round 15.
Calm.
Confidence there as well, perhaps, from Kanka. Killed 3 pretty easy kills with the Marshal.
Finesse.
Maybe reminiscent of the style that he wants to play. He wanted to pick up quite a lot of like martial attack side op. When he was playing the attack op on the Yoru, when he was playing the attack Yoru on a range of different maps.
Marshal की accuracy बहुत ज़्यादा
One
है.
of the things was that he was playing quite a like lurky attack op style compared to a lot of other
देख ले टाइगन ऐसे गन दी जाते हैं.
fights.
अगली बार से ना अच्छे गन आता.
Snakebite up and over to the top. It's going to cause Nats to back away, heal off that angle.
Yeah, really good util pressure from EDG, making sure that there's no
Um,
opportunity for Liquid.
बाय राउंड है. अब
Maintain
लिक्विड
the
को
spot,
जितना होगा.
Chico peak B long, and this, I
तो
think, is
ये
gonna
नहीं
be a
जीता
big
तो
problem
हो
for
गया.
Liquid, because normally their defensive game plan would be to double flash this, or at least single flash it for info. And now we don't even see Patty playing over here.
Portal closed.
Are they gonna go for a replay?
ओह दिखा.
Looking for it, Nats is spotted out anyway. Shoulder.
yeah.
Will drop down.
Yeah, I think that's the weapon as well, the gun barrel giving him away.
इसके गन ही लंबे थे. आगे कैसे दिख गया गन.
Part of the puzzle solved here for Team Liquid. Still slow going for EDG, but now steadily grouping up with potentially a bit of an
दिखा
A-bomb.
दिखा
Still
दिखा
alive. For fuel to come up potentially.
दिखा.
Goes for that re-peek, and Kiko's going to be the one to receive. Horn spots nothing. Prowler does though onto Kiko, so understanding there's a player there. So the essence is getting a little bit dicey, a little bit hairy
ओह
here. Couldn't
दिखा
take
फिर
the
दिखा.
back away. EDG looking to try and take this in a completely different avenue, but it's disjointed. Jenny not synced up with the rest of his team, trying to take a fight to the back of the site like that. Team Liquid have got this one completely under lock.
Except, there's a flank coming through from
Oh,
Smoggy and
हो गया.
Showers.
Still
No
timing, yeah, it's just a little bit off. Could have potentially been put together.
ये जितना ही था टीम लिक्विड को फ्लॉलेस जीता एक.
Best that they could hope for.
Now let's see whether EDG do decide to go for some kind of
Put the screen down.
attacking operator.
ओह इसका शोल्डर दिखा था.
In that corner. Like in theory, EDG should have the advantage over towards B long, especially with how nice their util looks. Let's see if it plays out like that on the rifle rounds. No attack op coming out from Kankan. He had a lot of money in the bank, but has decided not to use it.
Yeah.
Rifles on board.
Salvo's primed here for Jenny. They clear most of the way in through Hookah.
सीधा बेस में टीपी.
Actually, a really aggressive hold from Trex towards Showers. He was solo holding it in the previous round as well. That's why I was highlighting the Smoggy backstab. It just came too late. But Trex solo hold, Showers could be a potential weakness for the Team Liquid again, getting active on the B reclears.
Constantly looking for mid-round information. Camo himself as well, taking a peek, but no signs
Oh,
of life force.
oh,
It's a bullet to the foot. Nobody, he's going to be still
Calm,
alive, but
calm.
looking out of the fight, the rest of it. Camo,
They can't actually
Big still.
scale into lamps there though, Brent, because the Viper fuel too low.
वाइपर को सारी आवाज आ रही.
seconds left. Can we take out?
नहीं नहीं आवाज.
This is deep inserted into Hookah. It's going to be hearing all his signs if they make even one sound cue, all into the rotation potentially.
C's still available for Patty as well. He's looking to try to get a headshot back, throw the C's again.
This will get rough. Really quickly here for EDG. That C's going to be slowing down the approach once more. There it is, good connection. TB4s from Kankan could disjoint this, but he's the rest of his team to try and help him out. Horns even deeper. Nader towards the top. Oh, spotting it out. Dicey position. EDG though, they have to hard commit into this one. It's absolutely everything on the line. The
Oh.
kills is there. Intact. That's going to be done. Dusted. Paddy. Finished. Kankan.
Calm, calm.
Heavy hits being dished out.
Looking way more comfortable on the attack side here, Kong
इतना स्लो खेल
with the
रहा है.
rifle.
काम.
It's a very confident swing down on the right. That certainly could have been a bit of a dagger in the back. Was solo holding Hookah.
ओह क्या शॉट क्लिप मारा है.
through on the side as well.
Oh.
Demolished.
Oh. Energy. Yeah.
Kong wants this.
Both of these teams want to have this be the final chapter in your year.
Oh, देखा. Oh.
You are way out in the open there, even with the gate crash. Overwhelmed with the amount of
क्या
options
फंसा था
facing
तीन
for
लोगों के बीच काम हो ना टिप्पी भी ना मारो यार टिप्पी मारने का टाइम ना दिया
How you thrown out.
ओह रेज
Bait from EDG.
रेज दुख
Aware of this stuff.
Hold on, they're double holding
Oh,
this
it
a
is.
bit further, but now they've
अरे
taken
लेकिन
action. Yeah, very
रेड
solid.
इनका रेड ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है
Pretty good awareness though overall, I think. Give him credit. This round is going to get them up to some massive ultimates.
प्रेम को कैसे पता कि उधर से आ रहा है अरे
Combo I'm thinking of is nobody into Kankan.
इसीलिए वो उधर खेल रहा है
Ultimate that's just going to rip people's audio cues away and then Kankan can go crazy with his ult as an initiation.
पूरा साइड खाली
Actually, Jin that they give the plant to though. Yeah, not looking to build up towards any build side.
Really not quite thinking about the larger picture there, I think, but see if Kankan and nobody go for chasing some of these kills. There's still three liquid players. Tasty little snacks.
करेगा अटेम्प्ट
The weapons are not good from Nats and Trex. Trex doesn't even have armor, but don't want to die to the wrong person here.
ओह
To the corner.
Don't mind
Smoggy.
dying to Smoggy though.
He's going hunting.
ओह
Completely
सेव भी करने नहीं दिया
sealed up towards that one. So this is a 3-round difference now for EDG. You have to see a bit of fight back, I think. A bit of fight back from Team Liquid in this upcoming round because the money is starting to flourish.
इनके साथ तो बुरा हुआ है एकदम बुरा हुआ है डोरू के साथ बहुत बुरा हुआ है
Against the double drone
Yeah.
the EDG are bringing in. They've just got so much util to try to take space for themselves on
The
attack.
towers, a horn, the drone.
Absolutely.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's tough.
हम्म,
Even the salvos, right? Just push
Yeah.
people back from playing in spots over towards B long, for example, or showers. So, I think Liquid, they're trying to get very proactive with how they re-clear, but it's been a bit 50-50. Quite
टाइम आउट लिया ना लिक्विड ने
These
टाइम
ults are so
आउट
close for EDG. They have enormous tools to win this next round, and I'm going to say if the EDG are able to get the next, they're probably winning the map.
7-10
Economy is on the brink of being broken again.
It's all in. It's why the timeline being taken.
It's everything here.
It needs
लिक्विड के
to
पास
work.
पैसा है गन खरीदने का
Potentially
एक के पास
one round,
तो
you
थी
can play.
गन पाइपर के पास तो गन थी फैंटम वो भी सेव नहीं कर पाया बेचारा
Liquid played some heartbreakers in previous tournaments.
Oh yeah.
They lost the EDG at Bangkok. That was a 2-0, but had a really dense OT for the first map. Liquid, of course, played that amazing game against PaperX at Toronto in the group stage. They weren't able to escape into
Come.
playoffs that time either, despite looking like a very
स्नाइपर
competent team.
स्नाइपर से करेगा
Then after winning
Attacking
the NBA,
sniper.
They come here to champs. And it's possible if they lose this round, that they once more will be sent home. This time
Viper-
in last
Viper
place,
Quest.
the first team to exit.
वाइपर अल्टी लेकर देगा बी पे एक अल्टी
We said the EDG. Find that pressure nice and early here. It's double salvos committed, a haunt on top of it. They're really keen for that shower's control. Smoggy the furthest one forwards.
This will give them an ult or it'll give them an initiation tool. They want an ult. I mean, I'd be looking towards Kankan, to be honest, but they're going to put it onto Smoggy. They want an ult that'll help them get the exec going so that they can win the post plan with G-shoots.
Presence.
Come.
Push back here from EDG, looking to see if they can show some
अच्छा
sign.
डिप वो है
But B main,
कामों के पास है मेरे को लगा इनके पास है
Straight to the operator.
स्नाइपर
It's Camo. Waits back in. TP immediate evacuation. Pivot over towards A to try and reinforce that area.
well, now you've lost your Yoru, so you don't have as easy a way of getting onto a site and getting
ए पे
out.
गया फिर टीपी पी
G-shoots
पे
are
मारी
just getting closer here. To take the long control, that's I think such an error for EDG when it was working so well.
ये टीपी फिर मारेगा और फिर एक किल
Into this round. We'll see Liquid happy to capitalize,
Yeah.
happy to jump on the chance of it.
टीपी
Well, the util used there. That one has to be sidestepped just for a moment, but that's feeling that pressure again. Just shanks the Prowler in his face and still trying to kill, but in through the back. That's a hit Oh my, volley straight to the dome. Rebounds backwards, still as EDG with full control of this site. Man's out now.
ओह
Nightfall gonna be coming in.
सब पहले
Double tag out, they gotta hear these players.
पहले में भी
The
मार
pressure
दिया
there, Camo.
अरे
Connection occurs, and that's a dimensional drift to get him out of dodge and danger. Smoggy still wondering how the hell has that happened? And too much to deal with. Nobody's overcome. Too many in terms of the targets. Attack
अरे
face. Team Liquid.
कामो
Relentless there on the retake.
Shishu died in the midst of all of that, so EDG couldn't take safety inside of Viper's pit. And I think Camo is really the game changer there.
ये बन के
The N1 in elbow as well.
ये स्मोक के अंदर तो गोलियों में कैसे मार देते हैं
Traded with his ultimate. This time not
ये पहले होके भी मार दिया
Nice! Nice, Camille. Good job. Very important round.
That is
वेरी
a hugely
इम्पोर्टेंट
important round.
क्या सही
And
बोला
they
वेरी
didn't
इम्पोर्टेंट
lose
राउंड
that from Bali. That could have been their entire life. Eco is horrible though, actually.
नेट्स के बाद
Okay.
है वाइपर अल्ट
Salvage something. Bit of scraps
इस
from
बार
that.
मार देगा ना
Everybody
पिछले राउंड
else
भी
has
थी
got
शायद
good
अल्टी उसके बाद इस बार बी पे मार देगा
Stu's offloaded. Hit down towards it with the salvos. Cuts off the common off angles.
Oh.
He's missed one of the players in the fight. Kang looking to see him cleared away, mostly in through lamps. That TP is forced out. Evacuation by Camo. Healing back, but it's this long range util that's coming flying forwards. Planted out by
देख लो टाइकून भाई स्मोक कैसे इसका है एकदम
The one flash EDG for trying to push back side.
Oh.
Tricks running way out to the open here, and he will be finished off with the bullets in the end. Nats forwards again. Team Liquid players are in position potentially to play a part for this one. A bit spoilers, that's a pit deep into the back of the site. Good luck dislodging this one. EDG looking for a
ये क्या
different
चल रहा
direction
है
now entirely, but
ये
it's
shotgun.
Vitek who's left lying in wait with that judge, waiting to receive. And
Shotgun.
here it is. He's an absolute menace.
Oh.
Judge in hand, that's a spike drop down in your lap and can't spotting it just onto the side, adjacent there, the Java movement. Looking up with it, this is pure chaos now. Pandemonium being thrown into the mix, but Paddy will never be denied.
Four players flushed into his lap. The game plan perfect from Liquid. Nats with that retake pit early. And EDG want no piece of it. He knows exactly what the reaction is going to be. They actually anticipated that EDG were going to commit more resources towards the backside push. And Smokey used his ult. But Team Liquid win two of the most important rounds they might face in the early stages of this tournament. EDG used their final tactic.
फिर वापस टाइम आउट
Chance for the coaches
ईडीजी का
to get any input here in this game unless we go to overtime.
Good reason, because this could be it, this could be where.
कितने अल्ट लगे इसमें
Your lifeline and champs.
पहले यूरो के फिर वाइपर का बैक साइड पे रेस की भी अल्ट लगी है
2 rounds ago, the
और फिर
Liquid
फेड की भी
were
4
on
अल्ट
the
लगी है
edge, on the brink. Their economy would have been shattered had they not won in round
नहीं
18.
उस वाइपर के बाद इसकी भी अल्ट लगी थी ना ब्रिम की बैक साइड पे
The shoe is very firmly on the other foot. EDG find themselves at risk
5 अल्ट
of being ecoed. They lose this round, there are a couple of players that wouldn't have a good buy. They might be able to scrape something together, but
something together
this one could open the floodgates for Team Liquid to come back in. So, it's not going to be their last chance, EDG. But it's
ये
a
इसके बाद एक गेम भी खेल लेंगे थोड़ा टाइम है अपने पास 9 ही बजे
3 or 4, and he hasn't been able to get into position to get it down.
Back pocket, waiting for that rainy day. Coming up now here, but it's it. Big investment, you can see the credits down to the left. EDG line up fully.
They were thinking even about getting Kung Kung the operator right before we went back to this scene.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Popped off. The same who could take.
स्नाइपर है उनको पता है इसलिए उधर नहीं गए बी लोंग पे
This is reinforced up. That's a Paddy. That's a big fight. They're just sitting inside that smoke. It's a snake fight. It's a prowler. There was no one there to really catch the contact of it.
They are doing a great job at re-clearing Hooker every time they
कामो
use
धीरे
pressure.
धीरे आगे बढ़
It's
रहा
helping
है
their macro so much. They can now stack
अब वापस
3
यही पे आ जाएंगे सबके सब
Move on. Rapidly going. The Stenish drop down at your feet. Times it. Makes some moves over towards it. People could have reinforced it. Kiko looking to see if he can try and deny. He's trying to hold his ground up against it. Like a
Ooh.
flash to your face. And Kang and Jenny, they just walked all over the man. And Kang might as well be walking on bloody water, man, with plays like that.
सेव कामो से
What a position he's inserted his team in.
कामो से तो भी
Trex was absolutely none the wiser. No information given from the other two players on his team by the look of things. Didn't expect Kankan to be over by triple. That's the kind of thing you need to see
काम
from
बहुत
the guy.
तेज गया ना अंदर
He's had a flash in a couple of other rounds where
सीधा
needed to try to push a little deeper. This
स्ट्रीम
time
का वो
takes matters into his own hands.
क्या स्ट्रीम भी
Creates
करने
all of
स्ट्रीम
that
भी
space
करने
for Shishu to get ult down, round secured. Wasn't one of those rounds that would completely break Team Liquid's economy though. Camo especially keeping that operator in hand. He'll be able to
अब आ भी रहे हैं अल्टी भी आ रही है
Will bring EDG up to 11.
अरे
All it takes. Team Liquid hacking.
ओ
Play like this, how many days needed it. Not the furthest time to be taken.
just found so much
तीन
light
मरते
there.
ही सीधे से
Right when they're trying to get the plan down, knowing they're going to be trying to play that plan denial. They didn't have showers control. Kind of rips it away from them. Right in the hands for the job. Not done yet, not finished. They still have ways to get back in.
Could argue that Shishu's ultimate used maybe a bit too safely. That round was secured anyway. Slow.
Very slow look to contain.
Oh, oh, oh.
The top.
नहीं 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 रह गया
Push happening by Trex here. And there's more to camp, but Cam's TP'd out, and this could come down to the
Oh, oh.
fight has taken Trex. Lever of the movement.
काम
Offsets the aim of Kankang, just takes the swing fully towards it.
That's very bold. Kiko is in lamps with a judge. Haditech's judge in Huko ruined EDG a couple of rounds ago.
ओह
His head right now.
जज है ये क्या
Straight back into this one. There was no clearance, no even thought that that could be held by someone
Yep.
else.
पर ये लग तो
And
गया
the nade, Kiko's
पता
trying to
क्यों
push this
चला?
one back, but Kichu, Missile into that plan, not denied from the satchel. The 3v5, this Team Liquid's shot in a while now, and just skipping and hopping around. Nobody just can't quite get the kill that he was hoping for. Potentially would have been a gift.
Doubling back through showers though, something that Liquid have got to be cautious about. They can't let this slip. It's a 5v3.
Rotating around, so another smoke just dropped down, cuts off that lamps position. Good bit of spam, that snake bite is perfect. That's layering it down, trying to get his team all the way back into this one. It's a tap to try and pull these players out into the open, but as that drops, Paddy opens up. Action is happening, and the fight's taken towards Team Liquid. It's fully in their sights, fully in their control. Surely the safety's there. Yes, it is.
भाई अच्छा मारा
Heroics at the end, potentially
Viper
a
ने
chance to Chichu. Shut down a player advantage, a little bit too much there. So Team Liquid, they are hanging on.
We could end up at the end of
ये
the
देखो
fight
पहला मिस किया था इसने
here. In one crucial round, swing everything. Liquid just survived.
दिखा भी नहीं बस
when
मार
the
दिया
economy was on the edge, putting the pressure back on EDG. Who themselves have minimum loss bonus, rounds flying one way and then the other. Cameron's op though has been a consistent factor in the final moments here on line. Not too much of an opportunity early on here, but EDG expected something. Holding, waiting, perhaps for the horn that has been coming out from Paradek fairly early on B. This time he saves it. Only now after 20 seconds that EDG start to take some side control with the power of their own.
Cautious. They have the most amount of time
ओह बाप
possible.
रे बंद करते ही है
Ammo at some point will have to respect it. The gate crash, I think the second one used.
Look at nobody. He knows they've been going for a hookah reclear. He knows they've been hiding in that smoke. Just this time Liquid change it up.
Not straight shots, but attention, you can cut it with a knife.
खत्म होने
Oh,
वाला है
here
मैच
comes the hookah reclear. Here it comes straight into nobody.
And nobody's waiting. Up to the corner now, he's got to be hearing his signs of life towards that long. Falling for reinforcements. Smokey's going to be joining him. What is the play to be made? Just cowering, waiting.
Oh.
Over there it is, and it fades away. That reveals his hand. A quick return of the fight. Nobody's there.
Oh.
Straight shots from B long. That avenue was given up. Armageddon out. He's going to roll out that carpet, but Chico wants to play
Oh.
in front of it. The timing just missed. Dropped down from the ultimate. Trying to take it with the
Oh.
ultimate. Fast and loose. Jumping in
उछलक
the fight. EDG are up to 12.
Match point for EDG. The
उछला
champions
खुद ही
winners
उछला
of
था
2024. The tension in hookah there was palpable.
And yeah, in the end, they ended up going 1 for
Oh,
1.
ये shot
Just
अच्छा
a
था.
fast reaction coming out from EDG that got them the success. Ball from Kangkong as well.
ये हाँ
With
कूद
his clone.
अच्छा कूद के वो फेंकना चाहता था लेकिन स्लो हो गया
They could
बुलेट
have got to
पड़ते
have
हैं.
some belief here that they can do it. Their eco's not in a good spot. They need 2 to get it to overtime, and then their coach can have some impact.
Might be aggro for money. Shoddy buys from Team Liquid, but they have to stay alive for a round win here for EDG. It's everything.
It's a nice idea that the horn goes over towards Market, catches a player that could be defaulting there, but EDG, no one home, and they're pushing up to Hookah again.
Who's next? Skills are being flamed. Dimensional drift
Oh.
attacking. Fight forwards, Camo! My God, man! An explosive is the element that Team Liquid needed. Kangeng the one to clear this one again, but he's going to be staring down. Violent defeat potentially. Found his way into the site. Chichu claiming kills, but it's just down to Kang. Thrown in your face, not anticipating the position. Team Liquid are not done yet.
It takes some real courage to go for a play like that when your entire tournament is on the line. They go for an aggro push down short and a sand crunch. Playing aggro in Hookah again and Camel picking up 2. Never playing, not to lose, still believing they can play for the win. But they need to do it again.
They have to drag it to OT.
There are 2 players from EDG coming into this with no armor. Nobody in Smoggy are just coming in with raw 100 health.
Just hoping that sheer aura protects them at this point.
Here's that play again, Smoggy getting lit up.
No, fight.
Breaks it.
Potential for it. The players are in position again to squeeze with a TP play. Camel's even taking it. Has the TP to try and exit out. Just trying to put a bit of fear into the step of EDG here.
TP's out. I think nobody heard that one. I mean, it could be a fake, of course. It is in fact even a clone. Still inside the TP. That one is going to cook nobody's brain if they go for the hookah reclear at the same time as popping it. EDG grouping towards short. Starting now at the 1 minute mark.
क्या टीपी के अंदर बस वो क्लोन छोड़ के आ गया.
No gate crash. No immediate help. All on Trex and
Oh,
Kiko.
Our timing.
So slightly Trex has to drop down at Util. Feeling the pressure now. Horn's going to be revealing him. Has to tuck to the corner and towards the side. Kiko trying to help him out with the flash events. Trex is still there, standing his ground. Trying to take the fight forward again, but that weaker weaponry of EDG is hurting them. They call for the pivot.
Back to Nats.
And moving into it, this is his site, this is his domains. You dare try and cross that threshold, you dare try and step up to him. His Nats is online, and there is no access to his site.
सही में
Team Liquid.
हो गया.
12-12
overtime.
That tracks them all the way to OT.
There's another example of that incredible intelligence from Nats. He sees Chishu walking in and knows exactly what's going to follow. He knows if he takes a shot at Chishu, his whole position could be given up. Trex as well does a remarkable job of deleting Kangkang. But this play towards the end, vintage Nats. 22 kills in the map so far. Camel by his side, but they're the team that's been under pressure. EDG got to match point, couldn't quite convert. Kangkang's going to pick up the op as we head into our first round of OT. He was thinking about doing it so much on their attack side too, but he didn't go for it. Trex is going to attack side op?
That's insane. It's pure insanity on either side, but listen, you've got to throw curveballs out when you get to OT.
दोनों तरफ से ऑप है. स्नाइपर बिना आर्मर.
Steady. Attention, Sky.
कम पड़ गई. गोली कहाँ पड़ी? शायद वाइपर के स्पीड पड़ा है.
They are just posting Trex up.
There are 3, now 4 players on A.
Waiting. Chichu. Sam Hughes is heard. He's got a bit of a read here. Waiting past that minute mark. Gatecraft going to be expiring soon enough. Time to life now. Chance to explode. Kangkang towards into the angle again. Going to try and hold this one down. He doesn't have another Gatecraft, but it's an 8 at his feet. Horns feeling that one onto the clone forwards again. The Team Liquid, they don't bite, they don't commit. Their time, waiting for the to see if you can get anything going.
नेट चला गया.
Paddy holding for it, trying to punish again.
कूदती मार है अब नहीं.
Their read has been immaculate in the first round of OT, and the time is ticking.
Yeah, the time is barely there for them.
You've got to make a decision here.
Liquid, ahhing, seeing
Oh.
where they want to try and play this one in, but a missed shot potentially is the avenue they were looking for here. Team Liquid trying to take these fights forward fast again. Treks off towards the side, but again, trades are immaculate from EDG. Forwards and a shorty, maybe getting a little bit too cheeky.
It's all
Handling
Kiko
a
alone.
kill, potentially
Oh.
having a double swing. Compani is miles away. The diffuser's online, they hear the TP, Smoggy knows it. Coverage in sight, snakebite at your feet, there's nowhere to run, there's no way you can make a play towards it. EDG,
जीत गया
back to match point.
ओह
This time,
सब
a very
कुछ
deliberate
लगा दिया
teleport coming out from Team Liquid.
डिफीज तो हो ही
A
गया था
disastrous end to the round. A player miles away, unable to have any impact to stop the defuse from coming through. And EDG, they read what was happening in this round perfectly. 4 players on A the entire time, with Chishu alone locking that down, and Paddy never offered an opportunity to get the lurk working. The pressure
Oh.
back on Team Liquid. The third match point for EDG. They failed to convert on the first 2. Team Liquid, the coach now with an opportunity.
इतना टाइम किस लिए का
Right
टाइम आउट
ship, trying to go just one round.
कितने टाइम आउट होता है 30 सेकंड टाइम आउट
अच्छा
overtime का भी अलग time out होता है।
One game here in this next round coming up. As we're saying, and some of the replays are hearing and trying to inspire his team. I think after the first few maps that were pretty dire for them, the first map especially. And not many players get this opportunity to play on the big stage of this champs. You're going to enjoy it, you're going to relish it. Moments like this. Also, not many players really want their end here and now to be one of the first exits at champs, and that is what they are playing for. To continue their story, their chapter here at champs.
Go starting around in small. Maybe anticipating it's going to be a fast hit ball from EDG, considering they just had a chance to talk to their coach as well. Now drifts back over to A though. Not looking to try to rotate based on points. This duo of Nats and Paddy, they've been doing a good job actually of holding over towards B. The B long replay wasn't working, the hookah replay was what they were going for 90% of the time. But EDG are so aware of that. The pattern has played out.
फिर ये नहीं अटैकिंग में बस स्नाइपर नहीं है सिर्फ कम हो स्नाइपर है
Closer and closer to closing this out.
Preempted with spam, understanding they've been doing that hookah reclearance. This time, bodies to push this one back. It's a rotation of Team Liquid. They've got plenty of bodies here. That's attack committed onto the corner. It's not back in position.
Oh, पता ही था
Lands it, finds his target, puts down. Chichu still swinging wide. Spikes to be taken. EDG trying to opt into this one again, but pick and choose your timings. You again stepping
फिर
into
जाएगा
that
क्या उठी
playground.
Is he going to think about Kankan?
ओह ओह
Off on that ledge, gives Kangang the perfect timing, brings it into a 2v3.
Tough to get out onto site here though. Smoggy's already used all of his smokes.
And Smoggy's earned it out, he's evened it out into a 2v2. Kiko spotted into the corner.
ओह
Position note is still sharp as anything.
1v2
Pops ahead of Smoggy.
काम
Brings it down into that 1v2. Kang. All on his shoulders. Double face up, here's the scuttling and the scurrying into
ओह
the
एक को
sand.
मार
The
दे
train is intact. Team Liquid still alive.
I like that swap up.
अरे कितना उठ जाएगा
EDG again, not using the same level of utility to go and take B long. Yes, they used the snake bite, but there wasn't a lot of, there wasn't a prowler there, a drone, a
ये तो कुछ
sniper,
ज़्यादा हो गया ना
that they were doing early in their attack arc. And that allowed
Raise
Nats
by
and Paddy to set up a bait and switch setup over towards the TP. And then trade out the rest of the kills once they had that player advantage. Reset again. And once more, another attack operator. They're so determined to get a punish on Kankan. At least that's what I imagine it's for.
One early broken on either side.
कैसे जंपिंग लेते भाई
Camo's posted. Smoggy going for a walk-up. Could get punished here.
Could be very dangerous.
He's just trying to deny him a lurk-up from Nats. They're hyper-aware that that short area is Nats' playground. Cutting through. But actually, the clash could be happening in hookah.
Definitely could see
Oh,
the nade
oh, yeah.
Nobody has to step forwards. Just rounds the box in time. He's still going to be able to play his life and survive.
कैसे बचा भाई
A lot. Still claimed, and that's a timing to take Smoggy. Attack side operator denied.
What a risk for Camo to be walking in front of that when EDG have been holding
Timing
that
हो गया
short smoke
इसके साथ तो
aggressively. That's a crazy risk.
Rotation it now. 40 seconds left roughly in the round. Team Liquid trying to make their way forwards again.
Oh.
Double satchel on top of that prowler to seize as well.
Oh.
Smoggy locks it down, holds it down. This guy is rooted to the spot in Lamps and will not give it up for anything. Jenny still there. Shorty shot's going wide, and that's just adjusts his aim.
अरे चला ही क्यों?
Bullets where that came from here, but his plant is down with no real pushback. EDG just trying to scurry their way back in as well. Doubled up, holding on. Lamps control vitally important and trying to go for the 3-2-1. They're swinging wide, putting their bodies on the line. Team Liquid may have just earned themselves a chance to bring it up to 14, a chance to bring it up one round closer. Smoke's fade, Chichu's missed his chance. Not quite a tap, it's Kangang full sticking, full trust enabled, and he's got that half.
ये तो यार इनके राउंड था EDG का.
Another team on the cusp.
They give themselves
Lems में ऐसा आ गया. कैसे हो गया?
That was EDG's opportunity to get another.
ये इधर.
Smoggy had done so much good work, and this play right here, the jump peek into Trex swinging, and Trex played that.
इसमें शॉटगन थी तो थी यार. तू गन लेके बैठा शॉटगन.
Jiggling around, slicing the pie, getting deeper and deeper into Lamps without getting punished, and then calling for the assistance. Really smart
अरे
play,
फिर टाइम आउट.
but a heartbreak for EDG. The final timeout used here in the game. EDG's coaches tried to rally the ship. It has not been them defending yet here on Vine. It's been them attacking constantly. They've always been on the cusp of taking it away. And it's Team Liquid who've had to parry and fend off these match points over and over again. Now Nats has an opportunity. On the defense side, the side that he controls.
Placed in the driving seat. The impetus here. Next round coming up for EDG. They're
हाँ
gonna
क्या?
have hidden reserves.
ये Tycoon.
What made them such a contender last year as our reigning champs. Next round is the major difference.
Okay, it comes from.
They don't want to go home early. It might not be up to them.
Neither team
फिर वो पे क्या? नहीं
big swap up. But Camo's been conditioned.
पहला राउंड है वो टाइम में जिसमें ऑफ नहीं है.
You've still got to respect the fact that they could be one on one. It's also a really different defensive setup. Nat's holding over towards A and giving Trex control of B long.
Flash the molly disrespected. Trex lays it down with that spam.
इतना फास्ट क्यों?
Rinsed and ripped to pieces with the molly disrespect.
लगा.
Even a little bit of chip damage there onto nobody as well.
वो लगा.
Trying to counter spam straight back at him. Trex almost going down for the punish.
But still, throwing out a lot of damage of his own. Smoggy down to 46. The start here is horrendous for EDG. They are going to have to dig so deep to stay here.
5 tournament life on the line. The earliest exits out of champs, EDG. Deny that. Recruit towards B, but it's a heavy stack of Team Liquid players, and the smokes replace the wall.
They have no flash to get through now that Kankang's gone. Chishu would love to get an opener.
Full on Chishu. For everyone, he can find a way back in, and they do find Trex. Going down, Paddy's going to try and hold this one deep as well, but that drone is going to be pulling it out, trying to take this fight forwards! To get
GG.
it down to single digits! And a hail of
GG
bullets
Team Liquid.
from Team Liquid all the way further forwards, EDG. It's all on Chichu, it's all on the IGL, but it's done and dusted, it's finished up. The Team Liquid, not finished yet, not done yet.
हो गया.
They keep going.
ठीक है तो इधर ही करता है जैसे मार.
Stiff competition in their path.
हुआ तो बाद में वापस कर देंगे गेम खेलने के लिए. अब गेम में नहीं हुआ. ठीक है तो बाय बाय. टाइकून जीता वैसे. टीम लिक्विड विन.
So far from BCTCN to win a
Bye
map
bye.
as well. And they crushed on Sunset. But they